Hi there. It is Happy Wednesday in California, Manteca, where I'm located. And my name is Maryna. For those who don't know who I am, I'm career and life coach for expert professional moms. And my passion is to show expert professional moms how to carve out guilt-free time for themselves, how to earn the money they deserve, and deepen the bond with the people they love. And today I really wanted to talk about flow and overwhelm as the counter, as something which is on the opposite side of what you have. And the reason why I really wanted to talk about is that I found that most moms in high stress careers who are leaders in their job, they feel overwhelmed, and that's the kind of a feeling what I have when I talk to them during the COVID, languishing also. And I really want to stop overwhelm and to start you to be and in your flow. Some professional moms that I talk to, they have burnouts or hidden depression. Even they say to the members of the team that everything is okay. And I wanted to know that just during the pandemic in particular, some women leaders found themselves in a repeating cycle of ruining the next day by emotional eating in front of TV series or scrolling over social media. And I want to humbly say that just signed as a guilty in doing that during COVID, because I'm human and you are not alone. If this resonates with you, this is about being human. And sometimes it happens when you are not setting boundaries with work and the digital world. And this may also happen because you feel that you cannot control the outcome or how the things are working for you at your work or with the COVID in the school system. And I really want you to find the opportunity to find your flow. I want to share a story. I want to share that I have worked 16 hours a day for some years when I was in investment banking, and at my first corporate job, I also worked on Saturday mornings, as it was my company policy. And I really want you to know that sometimes when you are in a toxic environment, I call it toxic corporate environment that requires you to be 16 hours a day at your work, that when I became an executive, also what I saw that I could not share my weaknesses and or that I couldn't, and I feel guilty so much time. And I remember that one day it was 3 a.m. Yeah, like really. And I was not at the disco. I was in my office because it was something before at the end of the financial year, and I was acting CFO. And my husband came to pick me up, and I didn't think that I didn't like the way that my job really impacted my ability to be the wife I've always wanted to be. It really negatively impacted on my health, on my ability to make deep bond with the people I like, and finally just to feel good about life, just to satisfy my multiple passions. In other words, it had a profound negative impact on my ability to be me. And I'm asking you is what may potentially stand on your way to be relaxed, to have fun and flow if you are in the alike corporate environment. Here's what I found by asking my clients and also what is based on my personal experience of working like 16 hours a day, that sometimes we have this false thought, which is not true. And this may be, I should plan my whole day and stick to it no matter what happens. I should follow my plan irrespective of what goes on. I shouldn't ask for help. I shouldn't say no. Boundaries are selfish. Leaders are not allowed to relax when the project is not over. Maybe it resonates with you because, so I was working on projects that some of them have like 1 month, some had like 3 months, some has been 6 months, and some like 9 months and 1 year and over. And I really know that planning is really great for goal setting. But if you are a mom and you have this unexpected communication, school today is closed because of COVID until further notice, and you have kids at home and you work full time. So, and you don't know when it will stop. Like that is how we are right now, like realistic. So if this puts you in languish team, just accept it and look at what gives you the antidote. What is the flow? You cannot change the situation with school during COVID. And if you feel separated because you are not allowed to meet your family and friends as you used to, but you can choose to find what really gives you flow. Yeah. So I know, I want just to come back to this, like planning. Planning is really good because I really know about it, because it helped me a lot to reach my goals in career or in personal life. But when unexpectedly another team from your project you are leading did not give you the results that you need to move on with your team on the project, or your shareholders call you at 7 p.m. every evening and add a new project to do with no resources, no time or team to do it, or like funding, extra funding to do it, you may feel stressed. And that's okay. And that's a part of being human. And when this situation is really enhanced by COVID, you may feel languishing. And what if you choose to stop languishing and look for your flow? So what I found is when you have a really rigid mind, you cannot be flexible in your planning or in your teamwork. What if you drop this whole word should? What if you commit to doing the parts of the project with your best efforts and adjust your planning if like emergency pops up? Or when I was setting my deadlines, and if I have like 10 teams in one project and I have like 10 teams reporting to me before I could move further, so I had an extra couple days for me, so I set a deadline earlier for 1 day or 2. And what if you create a new mindset? What if you say to yourself, I am in a flow while committed to my plan. I am flexible to do my best if tuna matata happens. I mean, something urgent. And I release the subconscious patterns that stand in my way to good, and I ask for help. No is a complete sentence. Boundaries are not selfish. Boundaries create an opportunity for me to be the best mom, professional, leader, and wife. I allow myself to relax and recharge when I'm on the weekend and I'm off of my job. I'm 100% present at anything that I do in my career or personal life. What if you can be in a flow? And just what does it mean to be in a flow? For me, it's about being flexible around my plans still, around the plan that I'm still committed to do because you want to do business, you want or you want to commit to have a breakthroughs in your project. And it is about being mindful and 100% present with what you do at work and or when you are with your family. in my past, I want just to share that I found that like my shareholders, they could call me at 7 p.m. to add extra project. That same pattern that used to work with 3 others, chief financial officers before me. And I finally got it with a lot of burnout from my side and members of my team. And one day I realized that I wasn't guilty. I shouldn't feel blame or shame about not performing the job well when expectations are unreasonable. So if you are really in a high stress career, sometimes it's a good question to ask yourself whether expectations are unreasonable or whether it is a corporate culture of overworking and is it working for you and for your family. But to appreciate that fact that the unrealistic expectations by the shareholders cannot be made by any of their chief financial officers, so no matter how good or bad she does with her projects. And any new project that is added could be followed by more people, more time, or funding to do the job without setting crazy deadlines, without overworking for 16 or 18 hours a day by me or by my team, with time to recharge, with more focus, which reveals in financial profit, with time for reflection about what is working for the team and what is not. You can be in the flow. You can create time for fun and relaxation. You can lead your team with ease and compassion and motivation. Okay, and here is my 5 steps that may contribute to your flow. Maybe you created a little bit of a mindset shifts, or maybe you can just want to get really practical. Okay, step number 1. When you are relaxed during a 3 or 6 month project, you are laser focused before the deadline. So take pauses and rest during the day when you are in the middle of that very busy project. Step number 2, set the boundary with work for your weekdays and day breaks. So no to your e-devices for 30 minutes after you wake up, just after you wake up and before bedtime. Step number 3, have fun. Really spend time with people you love. Call your parents via Zoom because we are just during the COVID. Make a virtual coffee with your siblings. Go on a hike with your kids. Have fun. Step number 4, observe what hours are best for your creativity, for meetings, for research, for technical details, for sales, and create a schedule based on your productivity if you're a leader or a manager, and commit to it religiously. Step number 5, introduce no distraction hour or better, no distraction hours as a culture in the office when nobody interrupts you with a phone call, email, and other communication, and you focus on one task. Introduce this idea to your team on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings and see what we'll do. So I hope that was helpful for you in terms of how you can be in a flow, even when you are in a high stress career, even when you have at stake like millions of your, like what you have negotiate. And if anything that resonates with you with what I was talking, share that to someone who may benefit with it. Or if you think that you may benefit with free 45-minute talk with me, drop an email to coachmaryna2@gmail.com with a word want, and we'll find what time works for you so we can connect and discuss where you are right now, so you have a little bit of clarity what stands in your way of the flow and what gets to you to be in the place where you want to be. With love and gratitude, Maryna Marchuk, career life and health coach for expert professional moms. Happy Wednesday. And it was our Healing Mom Circle for today. That's all. See you next week.